What's up, Virgo? Welcome to the channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I am doing your end of year general reading. Since this is general, it can apply to your career, finance, love. This could be a message from the universe to you. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And because it's general, take what resonates with your situation and leave what does not. Okay. All right. So if you look at the top of the screen, you should see an eye, and that's a poll that I'm doing. So essentially, I'm doing a poll because I want to know if you guys would prefer to see two love readings. So, for example, the beginning and the end of the month love readings, you know what I mean? So that's two, and then one general for the month. So vote yes or no above. Also, my website has been slightly delayed. It should be up towards the end of next month. If I'm not even going to give a date, okay? But I am still accepting personal readings via email. I don't know. I haven't put that information down below. Just, yeah. But people have been emailing me requesting readings, and I have been doing them from there. So I'll leave information below. You can email me if you feel like you want personal reading and some more information, okay? All right, so let's get into it. Did I touch on everything? Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. All right, Scorpio. Not Scorpio, Virgo. Wow, I just did Scorpio. Some of you guys be dealing with the Scorpio. Scorpio did have a lot of earth, energy going on in their reading. A lot of coins. So some of you guys could be dealing with the Scorpio. But excuse me, Virgo. My fault. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to start off with the Oracle cards. We're going to do a spread for that, push it out of the way. Then we are going to do the Tarot reading, okay? Now, what comes out in the Oracle reading might resonate with you more than the Tarot deck. They resonate together, they not. So let's just see what happens, okay? Again, take what generates, guys. Take what resonates, okay? All right, so where is Virgo's mind at right now? What is their concentration? Also, Venus is in retrograde, so a lot of people, and it has been in retrograde from October 5th, and I apparently wasn't aware of that when I was doing the love readings because I didn't look at the placements, but a lot of people are in evaluation mode of their relationships, things that they need to work on, or people that they need to remove that no longer serve a purpose in their life. And this can be relatives to family, friends, co-workers, relationships, okay? Also, relationship with yourself as well. I always fail to mention that, okay? All right, so where's your mind at right now, Virgo? Ooh, sacred pool. And that came in reversed, but I don't read oracles reversed. Self-reflection is where you're at right now. You are in the zone of self-reflecting. It's like listening to your higher self, being quiet, quieting your mind, connecting with yourself on a spiritual level. And what is a challenge for Virgo towards the end of October going into, oh baby, what's going on? What is going on? Some of you guys could be feeling a little disheveled. Because clear shuffling is like a little disheveled. So some of you guys could be feeling a little like out of sorts. Your challenge is peaks of joy. What the hell is going on with you, Virgo? I feel like this has been a challenge for you guys. Didn't I say this in the love reading? For some of you guys, that's a challenge. Some of you guys, it's all about getting to the happy place. You guys are beating yourself up about something, it seems like. And what's a lesson that Virgo needs to learn? What's a lesson for Virgo? Magical Map Shifter. I like this card. This card is all about people who come into your life for a reason. Like, everybody serves a purpose in your life. So it's a matter of paying attention to who you have around you. And like I said, just regarding the Venus retrograde, what purpose does that person serve in your life right now? Is it positive? Is it negative? Are they helpful? Are they a hater? These people with magical map shifters, they're there for a reason. They're there to teach you a lesson. Okay, so what's an advice? What's some advice that we can give to Virgo? Wrapping up the oracle. Field of dreams. Focus on an intention and you will be manifesting it. That's all about manifesting. You know, putting your energy and your thoughts into what it is that you want. And I feel like you guys are trying to get to that peaks of joy. Like for some of you, it'd be a challenge, but for others, it's kind of like that's what you're doing the whole, you know, evaluation, introspection thing, because you're kind of like, I need to get to that happy place. I need to get to that place where I feel, you know, like me, I feel, you know, I feel grounded. You know, some of you guys aren't feeling grounded. You know, this lady, her feet ain't even on the ground. Okay. It's up in the clouds. I'm sorry. Like that is way off with the angle. What? Yeah. All right. So we all see this. Let's move it out the way and let's get into the tarot reading. Okay. All right, Virgo, what's the current situation for you towards the end of this month going into Virgo? Ace of Swords. You're going to get that clarity. You are going to get clarity on something. There's going to be some communication that comes through. And if you are feeling out of sorts, it's going to clear all that up. And you're going to feel victorious because you're going to feel good because of this. And what is the Ace of Swords all about? What is it regarding? What's the Ace of Swords regarding here? The Six of Swords. Moving on. Moving on. Hold on, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Moving on. It's just like now it's kind of like I don't need to feel stagnant anymore. I don't have to feel like I have to be in an energy where I'm not necessarily happy. I can move on. I got the clarity that I needed on something. It's time to keep it moving. Okay. Like I said, some of you guys are focusing on getting there. So a past influence, we have the Six of Coins. In the past, it was all about reciprocity, being generous, you know, sharing, you know, giving back what you put in, giving back what you receive. You know what I meant. But in the past, that's the past influence there. It was just like, you know, it was kind of like you put others' needs in front of yours. And then we have the Two of Wands. It's the choice. You know, this was a choice that you decided to do. This was something that you wanted. You put, you know, everything else in front of what you had to do for you. You know, and it's kind of like using that in a way. For some people, they use that as a distraction. Like they put their energy in other people and their problems instead of focusing on their own. Okay. Now, what's the hope and fear for Virgo? High Priestess. So it's like you're hoping to get, like we have the Ace of Swords here, but it's just like you're hoping that you're going to find the answers. It's going to come to you like intuitively. You know what I mean? It's all about tapping into your intuition. Like we had the Sacred Pool. You know what I mean? Going within, self-reflection, you know, and with the High Priestess in your hopes and fears, you know, some of you guys are fearing that there's something that you don't know about. You know, there's a mystery, there's a secret that you're not aware of. You're fearing that there's something that's being hidden, okay? And you're hoping that it's exposed. Let's see. Let's get it clarified for the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess in here all about? And then we have death. We have transformation. A lot of you guys are leaving a relationship. And if you're not physically leaving it, you're mentally checking out of it because it's draining your energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Scorpio, like I said, because even though the High Priestess, it could be any water sign, it could be any sign, okay, that you could be dealing with. But I did say Scorpio at the beginning of the reading, and I feel like that mishap, that blurb, like, was there for a reason. Okay. So the high priestess, it could be a Cancer, it can be a Pisces, it could be a Scorpio, you know, that's that moon yin energy. Then we have death. This is a Scorpio. This is an archetype for the sign of Scorpio. So, it's all about getting that clarity, because it's just like you're fearing that. It's like you're fearing that you're not like there's not going to be any change. Like you're fearing that the person that you're dealing with, it's like they're not going to change. There's not going to be any, you know, um, progression. And for others, for you guys, it's just more or less like, you intuitively know that it's just time for you to make some changes in your life. Like I said, Venus retrograde, leaving things behind, people behind, relationships behind. Let's see, what's your focus? And that's 2 major arcana, 2 in your hopes and fears. Where's your focus at right now, Virgo? Knight of Coins. You're focusing on moving towards something that is more your speed. Okay? You see those? Yeah, more or less. Something that's going to be more your speed. You know what? I should get it so that the camera's higher, so that way it's pointing down. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Maybe because I have to see the viewer. Anyway, your focus is, going at your own speed when it comes to, the direction that you're heading with. It's kind of like getting back to, like I said, that your own energy, something that you're familiar with, approaching things with caution, but determination. Like if you look at this guy, he's reeling back on the horse. He's pulling the horse back. It's kind of like, not yet. Like, let's just sit here and see. Let's just stop for a second. What's the Nine of Coins all about in your focus? The Five of Swords. Pettiness. A lot of people have been getting the Five of Swords. Pettiness, pointless arguments, feeling like you got the one up on somebody. But it's like, for what? Like, it's not worth it. So it's like with this, it's like you're moving away from the pettiness. And that's even why with the Six of Swords right here, I say that because the Knight is literally having its back towards the Five of Swords. So it's kind of like, meh, like I'm tired of that. Like I'm over that. Like it's time for a change. Like thanks, but no thanks. I got the clarity that I needed. So it's time for a transformation. It's time to move on to something that's going to be good. Something where I don't have to feel like I can't get to this stage. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the advice here for you, Virgo. What is the advice that we have for Virgo towards the end of October going into some advice? Wow. Well, that's interesting. What flipped over was the Lovers and the Five of Cups. But there's way too cards here, so we're not going to include that, right? We're just going to... If it was meant to be, it'll come back out. All right? That's interesting. And the thing is, this could be anything that I'm referencing. Like this doesn't have any... There's no cups here. There's no... Besides the High Priestess, which can be, a water sign. But there's nothing indicative of romance, but that's the sense that I got. So it's funny that the Lovers kind of just flipped over like that. But yeah, it's about, it's about a situation that you're moving away from. What's some advice that we have for Virgo Spirit? Let's see. I picked out 2 cards. That's beautiful. There you go. That's your sign right there. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's awesome energy. That's beautiful energy. The advice is going to be, you are going to take ownership, not ownership, but you are going to, step into who you are, being authentic to who you are and what it is that you believe in and what it is that you want. Things are going to turn for the better. And I'm hoping for you too, Virgo, because honestly, like I need some, I don't need it, but like I really want to see, some good energy coming out for you guys. And I'm talking about love. I'm talking about relationships here. You're good with your job. All right. What's the outcome? You're the Queen of Cups. That water sign. Queen or king, doesn't matter. Male or female, it's not gender specific. But for some of you guys, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, could be any sign. I like to throw it out there. Some people like hearing it. So, but it's more or less with that, it's like the outcome. It's like, let's get a clarifier on that one, because that can be anything right now. Why is the Queen of Cups in the outcome? It could be about nurturing yourself. Well, let's see. Five of Coins. Yeah. So some of you guys, a percentage of you guys are focusing on, moving away from somebody. It's like, this person, it's not fulfilling for you. It's something that, in the past, like I said, you gave your energy to, and perhaps it wasn't reciprocated. Perhaps there was, with Virgos, you guys are ruled by Mercury, so it's all about communication. There could have been a communication issue. You know what I'm saying? But the outcome is pretty much, it's like I'm over feeling like this. So it's like I'm going to take care of myself. And that's why you have the Nine of Coins in the advice, because it's like, that's all about independence right there. That's all about you. Okay? Clearly that had your sign on it. Let me just see something really quick here. Okay? I do it when I feel like I have to do it, because I want to look at something really quick here. Let's see. What does Virgo... I feel like you already know the answer to this question, but what does Virgo need to know about their partner? Or somebody that they could be dealing with in the future? We have the Coins. Okay. So that's all about, basically happy, stable, financially secure life. Like, this could be what you want from the person, or what they want from you. Well, let's see, what else do we have here? This is just going to be a freestyle. It's not going to have any kind of format to it. What else does Virgo need to know when it comes to whoever it is that they're dealing with? Eight of Coins, working at it, putting in some effort. You can see those, right? Putting in some effort. I'm going to clear this. And I'm doing this because with you guys, it's kind of like, I just, there's also how, it's like, you guys for the last X amount of months haven't really, for some of you guys, it hasn't really been, it's like you're focused, but let's see, tired, feeling worn out, hanging in there. And I said that earlier with the past energy. It was just like, for some of you guys, you are tired. Trying to stick in there, but for some of you guys, you're not going to. But you have the cups here. So you have the of coins and of cups. You have the 8 of coins. You have the 9 of wands. So it's like, it'd be worth it for some of you guys to hang in there. Slightly, not slightly, but just temporarily mentally check out, to kind of like focus on you, take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what you know, which is work and money. It's like you're burnt out, but you're still passionate about this person. You still care about this person. Like, you want the happy ending with this person. We're in Venus retrograde, so it is all about evaluating your relationships, right? Right. Virgo, please vote with the poll up above. Press the I and vote yes or no on the 2 love readings versus 2 generals a month. Thank you for your time. How do we do on time, by the way? Not bad. Thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you on the next video. And I wish you blessings and I wish you love and light, Virgo. Bye.